Nice.
What's up, YouTube? This is Steven from TeamICanSeeTheFuture for another deck profile. That'll be one of my own decks. It's called Empty Jar. So we'll get to the deck profile. Now, Empty Jar is all about Morphin Jar. Use the effects, flip them face down, flip them face up, sexy reverse flipping, and use the effects for a mill out by your opponents. And that's Morphin Jar is the basis of the deck. That's why it's gold rare. And that's the main monster you want to get. That's how you get your combos and whatnot. Monster lineup right now. Sangan, search Morphin Jar. I run 2 Deep Divers. When they're destroyed by a battle, you can place 1 monster card from your deck on top of your deck. Get out, of course, Morphin Jar. And not really as good right now because injectors might blow it up and whatnot. It's a little slow, but it's still useful. It still has its uses. I run triple AD Changer. When they're in the graveyard, banish it, change the monster's position. Usually you can Foolish Burial it, discard it with Feather Phoenix. Once it's in the graveyard, banish it, select your Morphin Jar, and then flip it face up. It keeps your combos going, and it's a good card. Keeps the combo going. Yeah. Now, to survive, I have triple Swift Scarecrows. They're, in certain aspects, they're better than Battle Fader because you can't warn them, and it doesn't matter whether they're discarded. If Macrocosmos is on the field or anything like that, you're still saved. Saves you from getting killed, pretty much. Now, on to my spell lineup. This deck does not run any traps, so get ready for a long introduction. We have triple Bookatayu. You select 1 face down defense position monster on your opponent's side, on your side of the field, flip it face up. And it's only flipping, it's not summoning, so your opponent cannot activate Torrential Tribute or Solemn Warning in response. Flip Morphin Jar face up, get the effect, draw and whatnot. Book of Moon, self-explanatory, flip his face down, that's pretty much it. Triple Book of Eclipse. Same thing as Book of Moon, and the added bonus helps out in the milling. Your opponent's monsters are flipped face down, and during the end phase they're flipped face up, allowing your opponent to draw cards and putting them closer to milling out than you. Hi. For some draw power, we have triple Upstart Goblin. Life points don't matter because you won't be attacking anyway. Yeah, triple 1 Day of Peace. Keyzone looks pretty sweet on there. Each opponent draws a card. Each player draws a card. No damage. Helps you survive and helps you draw through your deck. Also sets up for card destruction plays. Just 2 Pop Dualities, because if you do get Morphin Jar in your first hand, then only 1 of them will be used. The other one can just be used for discarding fodder or just let it go. But it helps, get your cards, get your combo pieces. Triple Gold Sark for the searching power. Cannot be stopped by Thunder King for some weird reason. Gets anything that you want. And then if you're going through a combo, then it's perfect discard fodder for anything that you need. Triple Magical Mallet. If your hand sucks, put your hand back to your deck, draw the same amount of cards. Yep, same as Reload, just not as... it has its uses. Better uses in this. 1 Foolish Burial, send 80 Changer to the graveyard. But if you're fancy, then you could send Morphin Jar to your graveyard. Then you could Feather the Phoenix, put on top of your deck, then Upstart it, or 1 Day of Peace at your hand. If you're fancy, though. Triple Feather the Phoenix. Discard 1 card. Select 1 card in your graveyard. Place it on top of your deck. Helps you keep your Book of Tayus and Book of Eclipses and Book of Moons in play. Like I said, you combo it with Upstart Goblin, Pop Duality, all your draw cards. You combo it with that, and you keep your combos going. And if Morphin Jar does get destroyed, you can actually use that to put Morphin Jar on top of your deck, and then hopefully you'll be able to keep going next turn. Run 2 Magical Stone Excavations. Basically, use it for any spell card that you need. Anything that calls for another card destruction, Book of Tayu, Book of Eclipse, Anything that you need, you could discard 2 cards, add to your hand, and just keep going from there. This deck is all one combo piece, and we have 1 card destruction. If you have no other ways to discard your hand, then you can activate that, discard, draw a new hand. Hopefully it'll be better then. And it also works a lot better because you have 1D of pieces. You'll force your opponent to draw. That way, if you activate this, your opponent will have to draw more cards. And then if you combo it with Mystical Stone Excavation, you add card destruction back to your hand, activate another time, another turn, the opponent will draw some more cards, helping them mill out faster than you. And 1 Heavy Storm, because sometimes back row actually stops the deck. And last card, it's tech choice, 1 Prohibition, because the priority rulings have now made people put in triple Veilers and stuff. This deck does have defense against Veilers in the Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon. Helps, that guards against it, but if you want to be safe, activate Prohibition, declare, Effect Veiler, and then you'll be fine from there. But if you don't have your combo set up just yet, and you know what your opponent's using, you could say Injector Hornet, or whatever you feel like, and it'll stall until you're able to get your cards in play, and then you'll be able to go from there. Now this deck can have an extra deck if you want to. It's really just for strategic reasons. You could have Xian, you could have anything in your extra deck and have it showing face up, and it'll trick your opponent into thinking that you have a different deck than what you already have, and that'll force your opponent to make different plays than you normally would. Alright? And that will do it for the deck profile for the empty jar. We'll have more deck profiles coming up. And this has been Steven from TeamICanSeeTheFuture, and hopefully you'll like, comment, and subscribe. So, see you later, YouTube.